Thank you. I'd like to mention one little thing. But sometimes when we see people who achieve stuff, like we are in the company of some really high achieving women, right? We tend to think, okay, all right. So we tend to think, oh, they probably had it easy, or oh, but ye to genius hai, or they are brilliant, or maybe they have a better capacity to work harder. As we'll come to know, they've all faced tough situations in life. The only difference is they've been tougher than the situation. So do listen actively. I actually received a question for Dr. Savitri, so let me actually read it out. The question is, what inspired you to achieve what you've achieved? Let me give a little bit of background there. So we already introduced Dr. Savitri a little bit, right? Now the deal is, even with everything in life going well, with all the privileges and all the family support that we enjoy, we have moments of weakness and self-doubt. And we sometimes tend to blame life, saying, oh, the situation was such, or life is such, or oh, I was dealt a bad set of cards. Now, the cards that you've been dealt, Dr. Savitri, are a true test of character. It will test the toughest of people. But you looked at those cards and you said, I'm going to do a PhD on this topic. What gave you that strength? Where did you find that drive for it? Savitri ji.
Yes, thank you so much. Frankly speaking, the situation of society, the situation of my friends, and the situation which is going around here and there, that actually inspired me. That I had to go in social work field and I have to change. I have to make it everything accessible, because what happened, I myself faced lots of struggle in life, as you said, but I have seen like how many of my friends also were struggling so much in their life. My visually challenged friend, and some of them were orphans, and couple of them, even they did not have some visually challenged had parents, but still their parents did not want to take them to their home. Why? As in on their vacation, they did not want to take them on the home, because since they are disabled, parents don't want to take them. As in those kids are ignorant. Why? Because they are disabled. So since childhood itself, I had so many questions. Why? Because we are disabled, we are ignorant, we are, rejected by the society. Why should not do anything for this society? Why should not change the mind of the society? And, I have seen like, suppose if any beggar comes, and if that beggar is asking, and like if he comes with the malas or anything, if that is a kind of sannyasi or any sadhu or anything, then we will give them money, and then we will give them any food which is left over or whatever, we will pass him good food. But if any poor person will come, we will not give him anything. So that used to struck me, why why people are rejecting poor people, and why people are offering food and money for those people who are actually calling themselves godly people, and only for as if people are offering them food or money only to just to get blessings. And for poor, and for those who are actually need something, and for actually those who are hungry for so many days, why they are rejected? They actually need foods, they actually need the help. So then that used to struck me since my childhood. Then I decided, no, actually really I have to do something for this. And see, actually my maternal grandmother was there before those days, and she used to take me at home, as in for vacation and all. But some of the people, like some of my friends, they were not taken to their home. So then I thought like I will do something. But as I went to the college, my grandparents also passed away. And even though I had a relative, they suddenly left me. And then but you know what? I decided. I said no. I will not lose my this thing confidence. So okay, here I want to do one small activities with you. So does anybody has does anybody has broken mirror with them?
Can you repeat the question? Broken mirror.
Or screen broken screen, mobile wala screen. Anything broken, as in mobile wala broken screen or broken mirror.
Like, have you ever broken a mirror or a mobile screen? Is that the question?
No.
Do you have it right now? Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have? Does anybody has broken mirror with them or their mobile screen, broken mobile screen?
Yeah, there are a couple here.
Okay. So just see your face with that screen, on that screen, or with the mirror, broken mirror, or with the broken screen. And just let me know. And let me know what you are able to see in that.
Yes, you can call it out from there, or I can pass the mic to you. What do you see?
Just let me know what you can see in that broken mirror or in that broken screen.
I can tell from past experience, I see a broken me.
Anybody can say.
Sriram sir saying, I can speak from past experience, I can see a broken me.
Broken. So then okay. Now if you see your face in that broken mirror, so your face also your face also is broken. As in you can see that your face also is broken, right?
Yeah,
But
yes,
actually,
distorted.
is your face is really broken?
No.
Does your face no, na?
Not broken.
Is your face is really broken? No, na?
No.
So that is what I wanted to say here is that, so actually what happens, most of the time what happens, society tries to show us that we are completely broken and our face is broken. So generally what happens, many people tell us, like many people will say that you don't know anything, you are just dull person, you are just dumb person. They always try to show us broken mirror. Broken mirror means they will try to, check out all the error which we have. But actually we are broken, no, na? We just have to build up confidence. So in those days, that itself what I did. Many people told me like, how will you, like, you don't have anyone, you don't have anything. Now, how you will manage. And many people try to, show my poor qualities. That you don't know Marathi, you don't know this thing, you don't know that thing. How you will study? But I said, no, I know, I can see and I will do. So I did not look to myself in broken mirror, but rather what I did, I saw myself in full mirror. So that's how what we have to do is we have to always visualize ourselves in full mirror. So that is how I have done, and you also have to do same things. So that is what I have inspired myself. As in that is what inspired me, and that is what that is how I could complete my PhD actually.
Wow. You're an inspiration, ma'am. Truly.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So speaking of discrimination, being discriminated against, Dr. Savitri has shared discrimination at multiple levels, but then we all face it. So how did you all deal with discrimination? Anybody can answer.
Definitely, that's common across the board, I feel. Right. It might be a business or it might be a job. Everywhere you feel the same that you are discriminated. It might be because of various reasons. Maybe it is a language barrier, or maybe from your background, or maybe from your qualification, or from your designation. So yes, there is a discrimination on the various grounds, but it's just you how you want to take it and move on in the life. You don't have to pay so much of attention to the negative thoughts and the negative people. You have to just take the positive of it. Okay, if someone says something, take it in the positive note and just move on. You don't need to value so much about the negative thoughts when you want to achieve bigger things in the life. Is what I believe.
How do you look past it when somebody discriminates against you? How do you?
Definitely it hurts for a while, but as I told you, you need to just move on. Okay, that is up to his mindset. If he is thinking it in that way, it doesn't mean that it is actually we who have to think about it and
Right.
value it. See, it is their thought. Say, suppose if someone gives you something which you don't like it, do you really accept it? No, right? You just reject it. It's the
Correct.
same way. It's the same with the comments as well. If someone is gifting you with the bad comments or bad discrimination, you just straight away reject it. You don't take it. The minute you take it, you own it, you burden yourself with those thoughts in the process. You have to disown it immediately and return that gift, which means that you don't just accept it. That's how you make yourself lighter and move forward in the life.
Fabulous. Like she said, your mirror is broken, mine is not.
Exactly. It's up to you how you want to take it.
All right. All right. My next question is for Meena ji. I've been wanting to hear from her for a while. So, for people, especially in India, right, by 35 for most women, all milestones in life are met. Right, your education is over, there's marriage and then there's kids, and by 35, everything that had to happen in your life is done. Let alone somebody who's 60 or 70 years of age, particularly women. For them, it's like, oh, all the milestones you have to hit are already hit. And somehow, unfortunately, the women themselves also kind of remove themselves from society and become a little reclusive. In the face of this, how is it that you've preserved this masala of life still, and how is it that you're still ready for it?
Hello. Are you able to hear? See, I am a person, I never like to sit idle. Whatever it is, I search for some job or the other, I'll be doing something. Either cleaning my cabinet or cleaning my kitchen, something or the other. Or cutting some fruits and giving to my son, daughter-in-law. I have 2 children. Elder son is in USA and younger one is with me. He is in cricket info. So even daughter-in-law, she doesn't get time, so the full responsibility comes on me. I do all the household work, I do. Everything I do. Even if the servant doesn't come, I clean the vessel, I sweep. I'm doing as much as I can. That is I spend the time also. And if no work means, then I get bored, sitting what to do. Then I start doing my sudoku, playing keyboard. So I love to keep myself busy, whatever happens. After my husband's death also, I felt a little bit alone, lonely and all. I thought of so many things, but then I thought I have to live my life. I'm not living for others. I have to make my own decision, make my hobbies fulfilled. I have to do everything. So without wasting my time, I do something or the other and keep myself busy. And I'm happy also. And I'm always positive thinking. That remember, never think negative thoughts in your mind at all. Think always positive and it will happen.
I'm not done with you though. So my second question to you is that, okay, the people that we see on, say, public platforms, or women that we see are either from the business space, like, the fabulous ladies here, or maybe they're young, but there are very few of them that are in that age and are willing to share their stories. I think one rare exception is Sudha Murthy, who looks like, an Indian lady, and then she says share her stories, not just the one where she's coming from a business perspective, but personally too. And
I'm really
then
inspired
you.
by her, Even I think 1 or 2 days before that Bombard Bhojanam, she had come in that for cooking, It was really
Right.
wonderful, yeah.
So, but you're also sharing your stories publicly, right? In a way that people can actually see the hobbies, the varied interests that you have.
Hobbies, I played games. When I was young, I was very much interested in all the games. You won't believe everything we played. Hurdles also we did. We got prizes also in school. And then skipping. Then after that, after 4 o'clock, we were never at home. We used to run outside for play. And then, Pittu, Lagori, we used to play that. Nowadays, you can't see those type of games at all. 7 times. It is called as 7 times. And then, that's it. After marriage also, I was very busy playing table tennis. Because my husband he played for nationals also. In 1969 or 1997, he played for India. He was really mad after table tennis. So, I also learned a little bit, if not for tournament or anything. But I love games and I keep my body also fit, by playing. I have to always bend down to take the ball. You feel tired also, but I enjoy it. And I feel energetic after games, if I play some game. And मेरा जोश बढ़ जाता है. Really, I love to work also. So you never think negative. You always and be working. Especially when studies come, you please do nicely. Study well. And if you keep your body fit, your mind is also fit, you can study also more. Brain will be fresh. So I hope you will think positive and go along your studies and do well. All the best.
Ma'am, finally, I would love my party also to come and share her stories, or my mom also to come and share her stories, just like you do. How do we help those women in our lives whose stories are not heard for their stories to come forth?
And one more thing, I love to help others. Whether it may be my neighbor or my friends or anyone. If they are not well also, I go and prepare food for them, I give them. I am just like a nurse type of a thing, even though I haven't done the nurse training and all. I do. I help everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, I have one fun light question for everybody now. हो गया थोड़ा भारी. So, we speak about women empowerment too many times. I think it's become a little cliche. It's still far from where we feel truly empowered, but then we keep talking about it again and again and again. Now, what is one idea or one conversation or one debate that needs to retire? Like, we need to stop talking about this year. This is done. This idea must die. What is one such idea?
According to me, I think it's feminism. Because when we relate feminism to women, I think feminism is not gender. It's a feeling, it's a value. So I think that is one thing we should just get away with, according to me. And there are no gender specific rules. Right. Everyone can do anything, and if you want to see something, just go ahead and do it. Dare enough to dream about it. So don't think that, okay, this is some role where only men can do it, or this is the role only where female can do it. No. There is nothing that a gender specific role exists ever. Everything can be done by everyone. Please go ahead and do whatever you feel like doing, and just drive your passion.
Fabulous. Ma'am?
Women are very strong, mentally very strong, and they perform a lot of tasks. So don't take women lightly and support them and just be with them, and you will be very successful.
See what happens from the airport, from the gate we have to go till the plane, to get it. So there is some bus drive is there. Sometimes when I get inside, one small girl will be sitting. Sometimes she won't get up. Sometimes she will say, okay, your elderly person sit, okay, I will sit. Suppose an elderly man is there, old man. Then also I feel about 20, 30 years girl should stand up and give him the seat.
Absolutely.
That doesn't happen. They think that it is our women's right, I be sitting. So, help means even if it is a man or a woman, elderly person needs some help. So you have to give the seat. I feel that is the correct thing to do. Thank you.
Totally. Privilege again. Alright. Dr. Savitri, would you like to weigh in?
Even I also think that feminist perspective should be changed, yeah. Really. I think everybody should believe in the secularism.
So the modern meaning of feminism should be retired.
Yes.
Yes. Alright. So before we open it up for questions to the audience, we'll have one last question and then keep your questions ready. I hope you've been actively listening because this is an opportunity for you to ask questions about the journey that you're starting on. Alright, so what message would you like to give to the young men and women who face similar challenges as you? One piece of advice, starting from Abhijit.
You know, when I passed my med school, and my professor was a very, very strict one. I think stricter than all the professors that you have over here. But the day I cleared and I moved out of college, he told me just one thing: be like water. He was a big Bruce Lee fan. I'm sure you also would have seen Bruce Lee pictures. He just told me be like water, and when he said that, I was amazed because he was solid than a rock. I mean, if there's anything solid, maybe a diamond or beyond that, he was. And he's telling me to flow like water. But it really struck me, and at every stage of my life, be it success or failure, be it relationships, be it friendships, be it monetary or financial issues, the only way to move ahead is to find your own way, just like water. The minute you're very rigid, the minute you feel that no, this is what I want and this is how it should be, you will sometimes break. But the more you be like water and the more fluid you are, you will grow. You know, I don't know how many of you know that, Van Gogh, any great, artist was actually a mathematician too. Every drawing that they did had a mathematic perspective. So there was a blending of art and science. So you need to blend like that, and don't think of yourself, I'm only a science student or only a humanities student. I am a student and I need to learn at every aspect and every part of my life. Keep learning like Minuji, keep flowing like water, and I'm sure you'll be very happy and you'll achieve all that you dream of. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I would definitely like to reiterate what doctor said. So you need to be agile and be updated with the market. And there are times in your life where you might be not privileged to accept few things. So be bold enough to reject few things. Might be because of your personal reasons or whatever it is, and just don't sit on it and cry over on it again and again. Just learn to move on, accept the things. There might be few situations in your life, though it is a wonderful opportunity, you might not be able to take it because being a mother or being a wife or whatever might be the situations. Just embrace the change and go on. Just don't hook yourself to the past and be over there. Just move on, and who knows what is meant for you in the future. So just embrace the change, adopt the change, and be the change.
Wonderful.
So I would like to tell all the kids, don't be on instant gratification. Means abhi socha aur abhi aa gaya, 1 minute mein. So
Swiggy delivery.
Yeah, it's like Swiggy delivery these days. Kids want to put their hand on something and they want it right now. So this doesn't work in any of the phase of your life. You have to set a goal, then work on it, work hard, and then earn it. Like you have then enjoy that. So it's more of delay gratification, means give time to yourself. ऐसे नहीं है कि 98% ऐसे आ जाएंगे एक दिन में. You have to study for some time. You have to give your hard work in any line, whether it's business, job, or your studies. And set a goal. Every time set a goal, and once you achieve that goal, either it's a pizza, You set a goal, ki, this week I have to do this and then I will earn it. So that is how it should work. It should not be like putting a hand on something and getting it. So it doesn't work. You have to be mentally strong, and you have to be like, you have to set goals. Otherwise you won't be able to achieve. So that is what I want to say.
Fabulous. Yes, ma'am. No, you can keep it down.
See, we are happy when our children, they study. And it's exam for them, it's exam for me also. I have also to sit and study with them. And they, when they come out in good colors or flying colors, we are happy. So hard work is required for anything. Immediately you won't get. That is the thing. It's exam for every day is an exam only.
Yeah, that's true. Every day is an exam. Dr. Savitri, one piece of advice for our youngsters.
Yes. So I want to tell you that everybody has challenges, but you have to find your own solution for those challenges. And I want to tell you is that we have to just forgive others, forget and move ahead and learn from everyone. That I want to give a piece of advice to each and every one of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So, well, that's a lot of advice. It's going to take a lifetime following it, but we can start today, right? Right? कोशिश तो कर ही सकते हैं. Anyway, any questions for our panelists, please? Anybody? And this time, women, यार चलो, ऐसा नहीं होता है. हर चीज के लिए बैठ नहीं सकते. Come on.
Does anyone need a mic, guys? You want to ask any questions?
Then we'll ask you if you don't ask.
Yeah.
So, and when we ask, then you have to answer. So it's better the other way.
Anyone?
Anything at all, whatever comes to your mind throughout this discussion, whatever you felt.
We are scared of the buses.
Oh, scared of buses going on?
We'll drop you.
All right, that offer you should take them on. May I come? Faculty can also ask. If they don't have any questions, you could also ask each other. यही करना पड़ेगा. वो नहीं खेल रहे, हम अंदर खेल ले. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Namaskar to all of you. Am I audible?
Yes.
So at the you all are very much inspired, and I like to say about Savitri ma'am, your vision is much more strong and beautiful than all of us. And one question to all of
But we can take so that they can also hear.
Ashwini, Savitri can't hear without a nice ego.
Correct, yeah. No, she'll use it.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. I said that about all of us have vision, but Savitri ma'am's vision is quite beautiful and strong. And now this question to all of you, you all are very much motivated. Like, what has to be done at some point when you feel drained out and there is no motivation around to move ahead?
Deep question. What do you do when there is no motivation? How do you still stay motivated? What do you do to pick yourself up and dust yourself down? Dr. Savitri, would you like to go for it?
I personally feel that in such cases, either you have to listen some motivational speech or you have to go less, underprivileged people. So then you will at least realize that we have something but they don't have anything. Then you will have gratitude for God, and then you will ultimately you will try to do something and you will have some motivation to do in life.
Yeah, that's very true. I remember that Gandhiji's talisman that used to be in the NCRT books. That would say, if ever you are in a moment of self-doubt or self-pity, just think of the most emaciated face that you come across. The most unprivileged face you come across, and all your self-doubts and ego will melt away. It was very powerful the first time I read it. Anyone else, please? How do you keep yourself motivated?
get drained out, generally not physically but mentally, is because you think a failure is a failure and an end. But the minute you start looking at those failures as successes, as just step to success, you can move ahead. You know, even when I was studying, because MBBS and MD is so very hectic and strong, every time, I felt that I'm not good enough or I'm drained and I can't move ahead, I just kept thinking that this is the worst I can get. From here I can just go up, So when you look at failure as a failure is when you drain. But the minute you look at failure as just a step to success, you can move. At least for me, yeah.
Wonderful.
And whenever you're extremely tired, just give a break for everything. Don't quit, give a break. The minute you give a break, you get all the enthu which is required for your life, and then you'll pick it from there. You never have to leave anything, or you never have to quit anything. Just give a break for everything, then everything, the dust, whatever is there, it will settle down and you'll have more visibility of your life, more things what you want to achieve in the life, and you'll also get a better clarity in life what you want to do. So don't quit, just let it settle down and you'll have absolute motivation after that.
Super. Step back for a bit. Yeah.
In fact, I have no choice because in businesses you can't quit. Once you have something in your hand and you have to put your money, you can't quit. So only the thing what I do basically, I take a break and I meditate also, because meditation keeps you mentally very calm. So, and when you have to deal with your staff and a lot of stuff around, and even competition in the market, sometimes you feel whether this business will work or not, or a lot of things in hand, then meditation and going for a long walk and meditate, and some me time. Having your own things, what you like, watching movie, or anything which keeps you calm. That is what I do.
For me, I feel just relax for some time and then do meditation. After that, take the deep breathing. You can do for 5 minutes. The deep breathing will really help you. You'll calm down, and whatever you want, you can do it again. I think that will be the best thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, because our youngsters are so stressed these days, right? It just seems to get worse and worse compared to...
To add one thing, like my son is in 12th right now, and we make him meditate every day, because these days even kids are they have a lot of anxiety and all, and especially when they have to handle a lot of things like competition or maybe a lot of things. So meditation, if you sit for some time, 10 minutes outside somewhere in a nice calm place, and I should suggest every kid should meditate these days. It really helps, and they keep you calm, composed, and you will be very good in whatever you want. So it's like sharpen your axe. So that is how it works.
Wow, fabulous. So, like she said, go ahead, sharpen your axe, keep yourself physically and mentally fit, and then you can be where they are. Sounds simple, takes a lifetime to achieve. Alright, any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
I have a question to all of you, even it can be to you too, Ashwini. So, have any time in your life, have you faced any situation where you had to make a choice between two things, which was very difficult? Like, if you select one, the other thing had to be left. So, any time have you faced any such situations? Can you say about it?
What a nice question.
I think definitely most of us might have faced this biggest challenge in the life, where you have to decide whether I have to pick up this or just leave that, or if I do this, what will be my next step. So it is definitely we all might have faced, but the biggest challenge which I can say that what I have faced, like I had a PR for Australia, but my son was very small. And I had to make a choice whether it's my personal life or my professional life. And that was the peak of your career. So definitely you need to balance both the things. At that point of time, though my career is at boom, I had to give my more weightage to my son, because he's at very young age and he needs me more than my profession. So definitely you need to make the right choice, because today I'm proud of my son, whatever he's doing. So definitely you need to make the right choice, because you do have certain responsibilities as a mother, as a wife, as a daughter. You need to wear as and when required whatever hat needed at that particular position and take the right decision which was for a long run, not as a temporary instant decisions.
Very true. Ma'am?
I think we all have to take, these decisions, and even you kids, you all are young, but you would have decided, you would have got accepted in 2-3 colleges, and then you have to decide, okay, if I take this one, what are the advantages and disadvantages? So at every given time, we do that. For me, the biggest decision, I don't know, was whether to get married or not. Very frankly, because getting married was in my mind somewhere that I'm putting my career on hold, and maybe moving to another city or, traveling and things like that. And as a woman in India, we still are bogged down by a lot of relationships and compromises and sacrifices that we have to make. So at that time, I think, I remember this poem by Robert Frost called The Road Less Traveled. And at times, you wonder that I have taken that road, but what if I had taken the other one? I ask myself, what if I wasn't married, today? And what if I didn't have all these challenges that I'm facing currently? But it's just of the past, I think. What you have to just focus is think, make a decision which you think is right, and don't look back. So tremendous decisions on your, tremendous 2 ways you will get in your life, and you'll have to choose one. But whatever you choose, be very genuine, be very honest, and travel without looking back and thinking what would if I had taken the other road. Yeah.
So I usually go with the flow. I got married, okay. Then we went to US, I am fine. So had kids, I am fine. So I usually go with the flow, and whatever comes in my hand, I take it, and I just enjoy that journey. So that is the best thing, and I usually enjoy my journey, and I am happy through my journey, being a housewife or being as a businesswoman. So I usually take whatever it comes in my life. Yeah.
But you never had to choose between two?
No. I was always easygoing person, so yeah. So everything, whatever comes in my life, I took it. I've always been like happy, whatever was there, and that's it. Yeah.
So for me, we were in Jamshedpur for 30 years. So when my husband, he took VRS, then after that we had to decide whether to buy a house in Jamshedpur or come to Bangalore. That was 2 things. But as a place, I like Jamshedpur because it was a cosmopolitan and we had lots of friends over there. 30 years means you can imagine. Office friends, then my children's, their friends, parents, so many friends were there. Then finally we thought again, every time coming from Jamshedpur to Trivandrum, it was very, very far away. So that, and the climate also, it was very extreme. Then we immediately thought it's better to come to Bangalore, and that is how we came to Bangalore and settled here. So the choice was taken quite easily, without any problem.
Wow. You never thought back saying, oh, what if we had stayed back?
No. And we had a very nice life over there with the club membership and everything. We felt little bit, different over here without going to any club or anything. But then we got used to it. I took my extracurricular activity like singing and other things and all. So it was fine.
Why don't you sing something for us now?
Sorry?
Why don't you sing for
Sing something.
So you want a song now?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you all sing with me together? Okay. Okay, I'll sing आजकल तेरे मेरे प्यार में. चलो. आजकल तेरे मेरे प्यार के चर्चे हैं ज़बान पर, सबको मालूम है ये सबको खबर हो गई. आजकल तेरे मेरे प्यार के चर्चे हैं ज़बान पर, अच्छा सबको मालूम है और सबको हो गई. तो क्या आजकल तेरे मेरे प्यार के चर्चे हैं ज़बान पर, सबको मालूम है और सबको खबर हो गई. हमने तो प्यार में ऐसा काम कर दिया, प्यार की राह में अपना नाम कर दिया. हमने तो प्यार में ऐसा काम कर दिया, प्यार की राह में अपना नाम कर दिया, प्यार की राह में अपना नाम कर दिया। आज कर दिल फिर प्यार के चलते अज़ाबान पर, सबको मालूम है और सबको खबर हो गई तो क्या। Thank you.
There's actually many videos of her singing, playing the keyboard, even playing TT. Yeah, very well at that. TT Pro. Alright, Dr. Savitri, would you like to answer it too? Anytime you had to make a choice between two things?
Yeah.
Any time in your life that you had to make a choice between two things?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Not exactly I remember now. Maybe, but now I don't have any regret.
Alright.
Yes.
Okay. What about me? So, last year, this is very recent, I got an admit into Columbia. It's one of the Ivy League colleges that I've been wanting to get into. That was the only college I applied to and I got in. That's the only one I applied and the only one that I got into. But then I refused. Yes. So the choice was leaving my home here and leaving my fiance here, which became a fiance after I said no to the college, and then going there, new place and also a huge expense. But then looking back, it was the best decision I could have taken financially as well as work-wise, because within a few months of me turning down that offer, I actually got a promotion at work, which was like a double promotion. So they give you like a 2-role promotion above. And then we started making these really amazing models, physical kits and things for students to learn with. And now like some 60,000 kids learn with those models. So they just help you learn stuff from the textbook. I teach science, basically, I teach physics. But these are like STEM learning kits. And yeah, it's so heartwarming to see them learn from it and enjoy it. Learning algebra by balancing some blocks on both sides. And they're learning about magnetic effects using this little toy called Toto the magnetic frog, which has like a coil on his mouth and then you lower it and make it pick up clips, etc. So kids love doing that. I would have not had the chance to make these had I taken up that offer. So in retrospect. Yes. Alright. So if you have no other questions, we can wind up, wrap the session up. I hope it was super insightful. I hope you were able to gain insights from their experiences, their journeys. And yeah, all the best, yeah. See you here soon in a few years. Right? Girls.
Thank you.
One more thing.
Yes.
We heard that Savitri ma'am also sings very well.
All right.
So you don't want to miss a chance to hear
her. All right. Dr. Savitri, you'll have to do the honors now.
Okay. So yesterday there was Women's Day, so I will sing a song from Guide. Song is कांटों से खींच के आंचल. हो कांटों से खींच के आंचल, तोड़ के बंधन बांधी पायल. हो कोई ना रोको दिल की उड़ान को, दिल को चला आज फिर जीने की तमन्ना है, आज फिर मरने का इरादा है, आज फिर जीने की तमन्ना है, आज फिर मरने का इरादा है. अपने ही बस में नहीं मैं, दिल है कहीं तो हूँ कहीं मैं. हो अपने ही बस में नहीं मैं, दिल है कहीं तो हूँ कहीं मैं. हो जाने क्या फिर जीने की तमन्ना है, आज फिर मरने का इरादा है, आज फिर जीने की तमन्ना है, आज फिर मरने का इरादा है. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू. आपकी जीने की तमन्ना तो हम देख ही चुके हैं मैम. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, wonderful ladies. It's been so nice. Thanks for sparing a Thursday evening for us. We're super happy, super glad you guys came. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I'd like to take a moment to thank all the panelists here. Firstly, I thank Ms. Meena, Dadi Ji, for sharing with us your joy of finding happiness in the little things you do. For all the stories you shared, like all of our Dadi Jis. And next, I would like to thank Dr. Savitri for sharing your stories of courage and your stories of growing up in an unfair society, for teaching us to visualize ourselves in a full mirror and not a broken one.
Thank you, Ms. Ashima Gupta, for reminding us to be mentally free and being able to work free. We surely will be supporting all the women in our lives. Thank you, Ms. Shanti Baisani, for teaching us the importance of change, to embrace the change and adopt to the changes. Thank you, Dr. M. Lakshmi, for sharing your thoughts about making an attempt and reminding us the importance of dreams and the differences in idea of privilege. I thank Dr. Savitri for sharing your stories of courage and growing us in an unfair society, for teaching us to visualize ourselves in a full mirror, not a broken one. I wanted to mention her very specially. And I thank Ms. Ashwini for being a backbone to the panel and sharing your bottle of energy in making the discussion as fun as possible. This wouldn't be possible without you, ma'am. We thank every one of you. Thank you so much.
Over to the word of thanks, I request Dr. Sriram Devanathan to hand over the token of gratitude to all the panelists here, starting with Ms. Meena.
Such a pleasure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Next we have Dr. Amrita Vishwa. Ms. Ashima Gupta. Ms. Shanti Baisani. We have Ms. Ashwini now. And since Savitri ma'am is not here with us, we're going to send her the token of gratitude to her place. Now I invite Keertana on the stage to give the word of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. This is Keertana. So, on behalf of the organizing committee, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the esteemed panelists and moderator for taking the time to share their valuable insights with us today. Your contributions, ideas, and experiences have truly enriched our understanding about matters like gender, equality, representation of women, and it provided us with a new perspective about the privilege to dream, self-confidence through broken mirrors, about being you, being yourself in such a way that you are complete and whole by focusing on overall development but not by being the other. A big thank you to the panelists and moderator once again. Now, on behalf of the entire fraternity of the event, I extend a hearty vote of thanks to everyone. I thank our beloved Amma, by whose grace we organized this event successfully. I thank our principal, Dr. Sriram Devanathan sir, for his continuous support and encouragement. I thank the ICTS staff, facility staff, and everyone who supported on backstage. I thank all the members of ICC for coordinating this event very well. And I thank the housekeeping staff, Baswaraj, Shomappa, Mani, Santosh, Malesh, and Irana for their support. A big thank you to the audience and everyone for making this event a grand success. Thank you and have a good evening.